Man, it is great to be here, and thank you. And I can't believe it's been 17 years I've been on this campus. I know I've been on this campus several times since then. For some reason, why I haven't done chapel, I don't know. I'm fired, but hopefully I'll be back sooner than later. And it really is good to be here. I'm really here because of my wife. My wife is a Wheaton grad. And she just talks about it all of the time, and because she had a really great experience here. So, and that was before I met her, and we met sort of fast. And you know, I was in Nashville trying to kind of make a stab at music. I'm still trying to figure it out down there. And you know, we met, and all I wanted to do was write songs. And I saw her at this record company, and it was love at first sight, which a lot of people don't believe in that. We were engaged 3.5 weeks later and married 4 months later. Let me just say that I don't highly recommend that for the most part, because that's a big life decision. So, but every once in a while you just know that it's God, and we've been married 26 years. And 5 amazing children that we just love, and 2 of them are here today. They'll get mad at me, but I'm just going to do it anyway because I think they hung the moon. Anna, my 17-year-old, is here, and Emily, she's 15, and they're right down there. And would you stand up? I'm in trouble. So. You know, and so before I continue on, I just think you've got to hear from my wife. She's amazing. She's one of the most godliest women I've ever met in my life. She holds my feet to the fire, and she's amazing. Give it up, Debbie Smith.
Thank you. I'm not going to take much time because I know you want to hear him, but it's just awesome to be up here. I don't think I've ever done this. I remember sitting out there a lot. But I want to tell you about my very first day in chapel. We were divided by states. Did y'all ever do that? Like, where are you from? How many Tennesseans are here now? Oh, good. A little more than when I was here. But freshmen, you know, walk in, sitting over there somewhere, and I'm meeting the people around me, and there's this empty seat beside me, and I thought, well, where's that person? And it was about to start, so right before chapel starts, this tall, dark, handsome guy comes and sits by me. I'm like, hi. And turns out he's the quarterback of the football team from Memphis, and he was the nicest guy. But I sure did not mind going to chapel that quarter. I didn't miss a one. But no, it was great. Well, then, you know, later on, somebody else walked in my life. So, I really just want to say just a few words because Wheaton has really done so much for me. Even today, I get to brag on Wheaton, and I think I'm responsible for some people coming here because I was so enthusiastic about it. My 4 years were such a time of stretching and growing in every way, and when I came here, I think I had put God in my little denominational box that I'd grown at the church I grew up in. And I got here and realized he's a lot bigger than that. You know, I met the international students and the missionary kids and the people from all kinds of backgrounds and spiritual experiences. And it was just such an incredible learning process for me. And I learned about the power of the Holy Spirit. We had this sophomore Bible study that just grew and grew, and I mean, I just exploded with everything God was teaching me, and I loved my Bible classes, even though I was a biology major and I pretty much lived in the lab sometimes. I got some. But I think another thing the Lord did while I was here was really focus my attention on His compassion for the poor and the oppressed, and Wheaton offered me a great deal of encouragement in that. And a man named Ron Sider, who wrote Rich Christians in an Age of Hunger, he would come to campus, and I never missed him because I was just so drawn to what God wanted me to do, to help the poor in the world. And so then when the hunger program, which was pretty new then, all right, that came to my attention, and I thought, that's it, I'm in. And so I spent 6 months in Haiti in my junior year, and a total life-changing experience for me. And it was I just feel like I had a wrestling match with God almost the whole time, because it was just me and him. I had a suitcase, and I didn't know the language very well, and we were out in the middle of nowhere, and it was really the first time I depended on God. I really depended on him. And yet he was showing me myself, my selfishness and my pride, and I thought I was going in there to, serve and be this good little missionary, but the Lord showed me myself. And so it was a real interesting process during that 6 months of dying to what I thought I was all about, and really getting to the point where I thought, okay, I can even leave the comforts of the United States and go wherever you want to send me. And I really got to that point. So I leave Wheaton with my biology degree, and I was heading for medical missions. I was going to get my master's in public health nursing. I was going to marry a doctor. I had it all figured out, and this was God's plan for me. And I was going to UT Knoxville. I had it all figured out. And right before, I was just making some money so I could go back to school, I met this guy at this Christian publishing company. There's a dime a dozen in Nashville, everywhere, and I was just working there temporarily. And this guy named Mike Smith from Canova, West Virginia, and we ran into each other, and the rest is history. I mean, we got married fast, like he said. But I really had to make sure this was God's will. I mean, it was not easy. I wasn't going to make this decision, which seemed to be taking me here when I was going here, without God approving, obviously. But he made it clear, this is it. And it just blew my mind and my plans, because that's not what he told me, I thought. But my encouragement to you through my little story, and I didn't even get into the 5 kids, and I wasn't supposed to be able to have kids. I was anorexic for many, many years and depressed. And I mean, God has taken me through a journey. And anyway, we do have 5 wonderful children. But the main thing is, trust God in your personal journey. If he tells you and puts something on your heart, it's for his purposes. And it's not that I have lost that desire to help the poor and the oppressed. In fact, we are able to do it a lot more now than I might have ever done. And Michael's involved in all kinds of stuff, compassion, and this guy named Bono, you too, he works with him. I'm sure you've heard of him. The data and whatever that other campaign is. Anyway, he's busy. He's busy with, and I'm alongside him. So the way that God he put these things in my heart was real, but the method of how he brought it to fruition was different than I thought. And so just trust him daily, just stay with him and let him guide you. And who knows, you may do exactly what you think you're going to do, or you may not. And even whatever it is, it's all to his glory. And I just encourage you with that. Now, I want you to hear what my husband has to say and maybe sing you a few songs. Thank you.